Hey guys, it's me Krish and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be answering 15 would you rather questions, school edition, since I am in the back to school series and I feel like it's only right if I do school related would you rather. So I have them all on my phone right here, and without further ado, let's get started. So the first one I have is sit at your own desk or sit with a friend. Obviously sit with a friend because that just doesn't make me feel so lonely, and it would just be fun because I have a good company and we'd be able to get our work done together. And I feel like sitting at my own desk is so boring. Like I can't talk to anyone, I don't have anyone near me that I can talk to, that I can get help from, and just sitting with a friend is so much better. Like this one was a really easy one just because like I'd rather prefer sitting with a friend rather than sitting by myself. Like this one was so easy to choose, hands down sitting with a friend. Alright, the second one is being able to read really fast or run really fast. I think running really fast for me because I'm just not a really good reader, and I don't think I'd ever like be able to read really fast. I feel like running is a flex, and so is reading really fast, but that's something that people can do on a daily basis. People can't run really fast on a daily basis, you know? So yeah, I feel like I'd rather run really fast just because like I'm not really a big fan of reading and I don't think I'd ever be able to read really fast. So the next one is have gym class inside or outside. I'd rather have it inside just because like I don't know, have air conditioning, and like here like down in Texas it just gets really hot and I feel like it would be really uncomfortable to have a gym class outside. I feel like it'd be just better for a gym class to be inside rather than outside. I also don't like being outdoors that much, so yeah, you have perfect air conditioning, you wouldn't be so hot, and if you were, there'd be like stuff to cool you down with. I don't know, I just don't like doing activities outside. I'd rather do them inside, like in a building with like something closed with or something like that. The fourth one is perform science experiments or read about science experiments. Obviously perform science experiments because you get to see the visual of like how it's done and what you need for it to be done, and reading is also really boring.
No one wants to read on how to do a science experiment.
Yeah, I also like doing like hands-on stuff and like demonstration stuff, so I feel like that would be better for me to begin with because I'm just not really a reader to begin with, and I've never really liked reading, and I feel like reading about science experiments would get like really boring for me. So yeah, that's like the only reason I'm choosing to perform science experiments, just because like I like to see what's actually going on with something, and science experiments are just really cool to begin with. Number 5 is have no homework ever again or no tests ever again. I'd rather have no tests again, even though this one is a really hard one to choose between, because like test grades count more in the grade book rather than homework. And homework like I can get done easily because usually they're on like Google and you can cheat. With tests you can't really cheat unless you're doing it from home, and most likely that's not the case. So I just feel like having no tests ever again would make my life so much easier, and you wouldn't really have to like memorize the whole unit just for the test. You wouldn't have to study ever for a test, you know? Yeah, I can easily get homework done and I can complete it. Homework doesn't even count that much for a grade, so it's like I can easily get that done. I can turn it in and have it ready in no time. The next one is paint an art project or learn to play the clarinet. I'm not like the one to like instruments. I'm not a big instrument player. I'm more of like an artsy type person, so definitely paint an art project just because I like to do hands-on things. I like to mess around with things. I like to experiment with new things, and just doing art experience is something that fits in my like category. So yeah, I just feel like doing that would be way more funner for me. yeah, it's just more in my niche, and I'm not really a big fan of like playing instruments. Like I could care less about instruments. Like I'm not like a huge instrument lover. I've never been the one to even play an instrument to begin with. Alright, the next one is wear a uniform to school or wear whatever you want to school. Obviously wear whatever I want to school. I feel like you can't really decide what you want to wear for your outfit if you're just gonna wear a uniform, and you don't really have that freedom if you're just wearing a uniform like every single day to school. You get to actually choose and pick what you want to wear to school. And yeah, that's like why I really don't want to go to a private school, just because they have uniforms, and like I would wear one, but like that kind of get really boring. So yeah, definitely wear whatever I want to school, because I should be able to have that freedom to wear what I want on my body. So next one is ride a bike to school or walk to school. This one is a really hard one. Like I never really thought about this one, but definitely ride my bike to school. I feel like walking can get really exhausting, even though my school is not even that far. It's like a 5-minute drive from my house to like a 10-minute walk, but still riding a bike gets you to school faster, and especially if you live far away, I don't think you want to really walk that far. So definitely ride my bike to school. I feel like that'd be so much better, so much easier, so much more convenient. And alright, so the next one is do your homework right after school or right after dinner. I'd rather do it right after school personally, just because like I'd rather get it done over with, out the way, and not have to worry about homework for the rest of the day. Even though I just came home from like 8 hours of school, I'd still rather get it done right after I come home, just because I can do whatever I want like afterwards. And even though sometimes I used to do it like after dinner, if I had like a lot, then I would, but like otherwise I'd just do it after school. So yeah, I'd just rather do it after school. Alright, so the next one is write with a pencil or write with a pen. I don't know. I'd rather write in a pen. Even though you can't erase in a pen, you can like scratch it out or mark it out. And my handwriting turned out way much better in a pen. I don't know why, but it just looks so much nicer, so much neater. And with a pencil, it can get sloppy. And yeah, I just rather write in a pen, just because my handwriting doesn't look as sloppy, and it actually looks so much neater. And I just like the way I write in a pen to begin with. So the next one is have only one teacher all day or several different teachers. I'd rather have several different teachers, just because like having one teacher all day can get boring. Like you literally see them the whole day, so it can get boring, it can get irritating, and you probably don't want to see that teacher for the rest of the day. So yeah, I feel like middle school really taught me that seeing different teachers really helps like get to know other teachers, and yeah, just the different teachers' personalities. So I'd rather have like several different teachers a day, just because like I like to see like different teachers, different teaching methods, and like different personalities. So alright, the next one is go to a really big school or really small school. I'd rather go to a really big school, because like why would I not? Like a bigger school is like a dream come true. Like I'd rather go to a big school, because right now I go to a small high school and it's not really my thing. Like it gets so crowded in there, like the hallways aren't really like that wide, and they're really like skinny, so like it looks really crowded, and it looks like there's a lot of people, but really there's not. Like if you go to a school with like wider hallways, it doesn't even look like there's like 1,000 people there. So yeah, I just rather go to a bigger school because there's more spacious. I just find it really claustrophobic to be in a really small school. So the next one is have a study buddy or study alone. I'd rather have a study buddy, because you can get things done quicker. Y'all can help each other out, and it just be so much like funner, I guess. And studying alone is so boring to begin with, unless you like the peace and not getting distracted or disturbed. But with having a study buddy, you can get distracted easily. You guys will just have to stay on task and do what you're doing. But so the next one is go to school with a rip in your shirt or a hole in your shoe. Well, this is a good one, but I probably go to school with the hole in my shoe, just because like no one's really gonna physically look at your shoe first, and like you can hide a hole in your shoe if it's not like a big one. But like having a rip in your shirt is kind of embarrassing, because that's what people look at. People look at like your shirt. That's where people's eyes go to, is your face and like your shirt. Nobody really looks at your shoes until like the ending. So yeah, I'd rather just go to school with a hole in my shoe. But the next one is perform in a school play or be in a marching band. I'd rather perform in a school play because they're so much like funner, they're so much like interestinger, and obviously like I've never been into instruments and all that jazz, so I just rather perform in a school play. Alright, the next one is play hopscotch or jump rope. I'd rather play hopscotch just because I'm much more better at it and I can actually like do it. Jump roping I'm not like that great at, and yeah, I feel like I'd succeed in hopscotching more. But alright, the next one is go to school year round or never get graded. Ooh, never get graded because like grades revolve around like your school, so it's like who even wants to be graded on stuff? Like I remember online they wouldn't grade you, they would just like pass or fail you. Yeah, it's just like you don't have to worry about grades all the time and then it's less stress on you. So alright, the next one is make new friends or keep your old friends. Ooh, this is a hard one. I'd keep my old friends. I was gonna say make new friends, but like I'm not really the type of person to like make new friends. I don't care to make new friends. Like I just rather keep my old friends and move on, you know? Yeah, I just don't really care for new friends, and it's always been like that. But so the last one is sit in your assigned seat or sit where you want in class. I obviously sit where I want in class because like I get to have the freedom of picking where I want to sit, and sitting like somewhere where I have to be assigned is kind of like dumb because I should be able to pick where I want to sit. Alright, so that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, be sure to subscribe down to my channel, and while you're at it, turn the little notification bell right beside the subscribe button to be notified every time I publish. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!